In the snowmobile game, manufacturers are so closely matched that it comes down to the smallest of alterations season to season that truly raises the bar and helps make good snowmobiles even better. The Ski-Doo XS platform was met with much applause and acceptance from the snowmobiling world. The chassis sold incredibly well, and the R-Motion rear suspension has taken the world of suspension compliance to a whole new level, offering what all at SnowTrax agree is the best rear suspension in the industry. However, the XS chassis did have some minor drawbacks. The front suspension on the XS was not the problem itself. The pieces were good, however the geometry that was used was not as compliant as we knew it could be. The heavier than its competition steering on the XP and XS models was noticeable, and while the RAS front suspension did a great job of staying on the ground and cutting an aggressive line, it was just too heavy feeling at the bars, and the geometry, linked with the incredibly forward riding position and low center of gravity, made for inside ski lift and unpredictability in the steering the further you moved into the travel. But as with all minor problems on Ski-Doo snowmobiles, the product team and engineers in Valcourt have an answer. The RAS2 front suspension looks very similar. However, there is very little that crosses over. Utilizing revised forgings and thin wall tubing, the front suspension was able to shed 1.76 pounds. The most noticeable visual alteration is the all-new CNC machine spindle that is able to completely change the front end geometry, allowing for incredible new handling characteristics. So you might be wondering just how much a little geometric change can make to the front end handling of a snowmobile. And let me tell you, this is one area where not inches, but millimeters make miles of differences. The upper ball joint has been raised by 12 millimeters or 0.47 of an inch. The net effect from this adjustment is minimizing camber change throughout the suspension's travel. This causes the skis to display minor toe out as the stroke increases, adding stability the further into the suspension travel you move. The second benefit is moving the roll center of the snowmobile closer to the center of gravity, which will display less body roll in aggressive corners and improve inside ski lift. The RAS2 front end is not just trail focused. It was designed to work better on the trail, but the mountain market will see integration of this new RAS2 front end. The 1.76 pound weight reduction is a huge benefit to the mountain rider, for not only lowering weight but also helping the front end respond quicker. Engineers were also able to increase the ground clearance on the RAS2 equipped sleds by straightening the lower A-arm casting. When out in the powder, this will translate into 0.8 of an inch of increased clearance, helping riders avoid hidden objects under the powder. So this is great news for those who bought brand new 2015 sleds, but the even better news is for those who have XP, XS, and XM sleds from previous years, because this technology is backwards compatible. Ski-Doo is number one because they do things like this, making a full RAS2 update kit available for both 36 and 42-inch ski stances. This means if you're a trail or mountain rider, you can completely update your current XP, XS, or XM non-RAS2 sled. And the kit comes complete with all the goods, including the CNC spindle and a new set of black HPG threaded preload shocks, all for well under $1,000 in Canada and the US. While leaps and bounds are fun to make, the truth is, in our industry, there is often small, easy to overlook updates that really progress the snowmobile as we know it today. And for 2015, Ski-Doo has taken an already great snowmobile and made it, quite simply, better. If you liked this video, post a comment and tell us what you think. Then click on this link to subscribe to SnowTrax TV here on the YouTube channel.